Welcome to the recap of Eden Zero, Season 3, Episodes 1 to 3. The first episode of Season 2 starts with Rebecca showing off her new ether gear ability, Leaper. Wise compares it with his arsenal suit, stating there cannot be two people with speed abilities in the team. They decide to race to test their ability with Pino eager to join. In another part of the ship, which shows Hamura around the ship as Hamura has taken over the role of the Sword of the Edens from the now deceased Valkyrie, which informs Hamura about what the four shining stars do, which is nothing in particular, and that they are servants to the Demon King, obeying his absolute orders. Hamura seems terrified, misinterpreting what she said, but which assures her they still have their wills. Which goes on to show Hamura a huge locked door, and behind it is the Ether Ion, Eden's Zero most kept secret that even the Demon King doesn't know about and only the four shining stars present can activate. Which order Hamura not to tell anyone, which seems kinda impossible. Back to the others, they begin their race, and as everyone is about to activate their ether abilities, Pino suddenly activates her EMP, thereby disabling the others as well as parts of the ship. And because of this, she gets an earful from Hermit. Later, while in a bath with Happy, Rebecca sleeps off and finds herself on a battlefield. She's almost hit by a missile, but Shiki, who looks different, comes to her rescue. He goes on to fight some mechanical robot tanks that shoot missiles at them. Then, Rebecca panics, looking for Happy, and asks Shiki, who tells her that Happy is dead. She freaks out and then wakes up in the infirmary. Sister is with her and Rebecca looks for Happy, who shows up and they hug. Rebecca ponders what the dream was about. Sister tells Rebecca about a ship that has been following them. Shiki also learned about the ship and being pissed, decides to infiltrate the ship with Wise, Hamura, and Pino. As Shiki walks through the entrance dock, they find themselves amid a city called Belial Gore. At this moment, they learn they are in a territory belonging to Draken Joe, one of Sakura Cosmos' underworld bosses. Shiki and the rest decide to use this opportunity to explore the city. Later, they talked about the people living in the city. Shiki said, although the people used to be from Gilst, a planet that used to be a home for criminals, they wouldn't attack them without a reason. As Shiki and Wise argue about this, they encounter Sibir, who now looks way older. But they realize this Sibir doesn't know them, except Wise, as he is different from the one they encountered in Norma when a chronophage ate 50 years out of the planet's time. They talk for a bit and Sibir notices Pino is frightened of him. He wonders why and learns about what his other timeline self did to Pino. Then, he apologizes, which calms Pino down a bit. He leaves them and heads into a bar. Just then, Draken begins to speak to the ground team using video cubes, saying he knows they're on his ship and how he's going to attack the Eden Zero. At this same time, which detects the intruders and asks permission from Hamura to unlock her battle dress, but the connection is still jammed. Shiki's group finds that the dock is locked down, planning on forcing their way through. However, Draken warns them not to, as he has taken their crew hostage. I'll take a short break to say, if you are enjoying this video, remember to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification so you can be notified when new recap videos of Eden Zero and other anime TV shows this season are published. Now, let's continue. With Shiki, Weiss, and Hamura on Belial Gore, and the rest of the crew being held hostage on Eden Zero, they are attacked by Draken Joe's people, Seth, Diego, and Maria. Then, which, now wearing her battle dress, stops the intruders with her magical abilities as she's able to freely switch between elements, using ice ether, air ether, and lightning in quick succession, hence making it look like magic. Which was able to defeat all three intruders. While Sister captures the intruders to interrogate them, two of the intruders, who are androids, self-destruct, leaving Maria, leaving the only organic one behind. Hermit reconnects with Shiki on the planet, informing them of the attack on the Eden Zero, and he is pissed, determined to pay back Draken Joe. Meanwhile, Draken Joe releases his elite special forces, Elite Four, to capture Shiki and his crew. On the ship, the crew discovered the hole made in the hull, made of garnanium, turned into paper. They suspected this might be Draken Joe's ability. Down on the planet, Draken Joe exposes Shiki's team, declaring them wanted and ordering debt cancellation for any citizen that catches them alive. This causes everyone to chase them wherever they go. But they manage to escape and try to disguise themselves using Wise's tech. Pino on seeing her human self because fascinated by her reflection in a lake nearby. Their attempt at a disguise didn't last long as they were approached by one of the Elite Four called Laguna, the spirit of water. He defeats 3 of them by using their tears to turn them into a pool of water, leaving only Hamura. Hamura said she cannot cry as she has cried all her tears. Laguna used several ways to trick her into crying. Although she saw through all the tricks, she eventually succumbed to one of them and Laguna was able to turn her into water. Satisfied, he collects them into a bottle and realizes he's missing one. It turns out Wise tricked Laguna using his disguise app to pretend he turned into water, catching Laguna by surprise. Then, Wise switched to his battle form ready to fight. Wise launches his bullet attacks, but is blocked by Laguna's water ability. It continues this way with Wise naming all his attacks, which infuriates Laguna. Due to the prolonged battle, Wise's suit begins to run out of power, at which time Laguna launches a water laser. Hermit comes to Wise's rescue by advising him to use the cooling mechanism, which Wise moves to his gauntlet, freezing Laguna's attack. This opens up Laguna to a finishing blow from Wise. He approached the defeated Laguna demanding that he releases the others. Suddenly, a shot from nowhere hits Wise, wounding him. The others are suddenly free and got their bodies back. They noticed an injured Wise and realized he was shot. Then, having discovered the bullet, Pino calculated the trajectory and determines the direction of the shot. She warns the others to hide behind a tree. Somewhere in the distance, another Elite Four, Phi, with a fire ether ability and a sniper rifle, looks satisfied for wounding Wise and declares he's going to kill them all, going against Draken's command of capturing them alive. As the others went to hide, Shiki stands firm, challenging the sniper. Phi gets excited and fires a shot, but the shot was caught by Shiki using his gravity ability, and he sends it right back, almost hitting Phi. Phi, feeling the thrill, tried shooting another shot, but he realized the target zone was covered with a smokescreen. This smokescreen was caused by Sibir, who saved Shiki and the rest, telling them to bring the wounded Wise to his bar. They report back to the ship about Wise's injury, which gets Sister to create medicine and go down to the planet to treat him. But Sister turns it down, opting to continue torturing Maria, and recommends Rebecca go down to the planet with the drug. Sister reveals to Maria that she knows she's not an android and offers to release her if she tells them what they need to know. Then Maria suddenly transforms into a slime and we learn she's a slime alien. Meanwhile, Rebecca leaves for the planet, but she encounters the Elite Four Wind Ether user, Clean. Clean used her drones to attack Rebecca, which she dodges, and at one point used her leaper ability to make her space pod dodge the missile launched at her. Rebecca escapes for now and was able to enter the planet ship using a secret entrance. It was at this point she realized it was a trap when Clean reveals herself and uses her ability to suck Rebecca into a wind vortex. Tune in for another upcoming recap video of the next episode. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Also, feedback is welcome, so share your comments.